Friendy, welcome to Time to Thrive. It's really wonderful to see you again today, isn't it, Blue?
It sure is, Miss Nick. They're all looking wonderful.
Aren't they just? Let's have a check-in. So today's question is, if you were an item of clothing, what would you be? Tricky one. What do you reckon you would be, Blue?
Well, Miss Nick, I'd be a real snazzy hat.
A hat? Wowzers!
Yep. I'd be all rainbow colours, really bright and cheerful.
Fantastic. I think that I'd be a really big comfy cardigan with pockets in it. Let's find out what we're doing today. So for the activity, don't throw away your egg boxes because we're making a flowery wreath out of egg boxes. We have a wonderful book about kindness. We've got Violet coming for some mindfulness, and we have Mulberry coming for some music too. It's jam-packed, isn't it, Blue? Let's get on with it. To make an egg box wreath, you will need some egg boxes, some cardboard or a paper plate, some paint, some paintbrushes, some glue, scissors. Be careful with these as they can be sharp. To begin with, cut off the cone bits that are inside the egg box. You're going to use these for inside the flowers. Then cut the egg box, dividing each egg holder section. Be careful with the scissors or ask an adult for help with this. Trim your egg box compartment into flower shapes. For your base, draw around a plate on a piece of cardboard, or you can use a paper plate. To make the hole in the middle, draw around a smaller plate or bowl. Then cut out your circles, taking care with the scissors or asking an adult for help. Now paint your wreath base. Leave to dry. Then paint the outside of your egg box flowers. Once they're dry on the outside, you can paint the inside. Also, paint the cones you cut out earlier to go inside the flowers. Once they're all dry, you can stick the cones inside the flowers and paint some colourful dots inside the flowers too. Now it's time to glue the flowers to the base. Take care arranging them where you want them to go. Once you've filled your base, let it dry, and then your wreath is ready to display. So Mulberry's here to see us all, everybody. Isn't it great to see him? Hi there, Mulberry. How are you doing? All right, everyone. How are you all doing? I think we're okay, aren't we? Right, and today for our music, we're going to stick with the same song as before, Every Little Cell, the song we've been learning, but we're going to add a different percussion instrument into it this time, mister. That sounds interesting, doesn't it? So, I recapped yesterday, didn't I, on how singing was really good for your brain because it releases happy hormones, and it's great for your breathing, increasing that outward breath, and keeping a rhythm is great for regulating your heart rate beat and keeping you calm, isn't it? Well, yes, you told us that's really good information, isn't it? So, what we're going to do today, we're going to sing the song but with a different percussion instrument. Do you have your saucepan, Miss Nick? Ta-da! Here's my saucepan. Do you have your wooden spoon, Miss Nick? Here it is. There's my wooden spoon. Right then. So what I'm going to do first, Miss Nick, I'm going to sing the song and you're going to keep the beat with everyone at home. If you haven't got a saucepan percussion instrument, you can clap your hands or click your fingers. Join in if you remember the words. Okay, are we ready then? 1, 2, 3, 4. Every little cell in my body is happy. Every little cell in my body is well. body is happy. Every little cell in my body is well. I'm so glad every little cell in my body is happy and well. I'm so glad every little cell in my body is happy and well. Isn't he fantastic? I loved listening to him sing that song. Thank you, Mulberry. Shall we sing it now? You're going to join in with me? Keep the beat on your saucepan or clap your hands, click your fingers, whatever you want to do. Let's have a go again, shall we then? Every little cell in my body is happy. Every little cell in my body is well. Every little cell in my body is happy. Every little cell in my body is well. I'm so glad every little cell in my body is happy and well. I'm so glad every little cell in my body is happy and well. Thank you, Mulberry, for bringing us that song. We'll see you again tomorrow. So today's story is called Have You Filled a Bucket Today? And it's by Carol McLeod and it's illustrated by David Messing. And this is a really great book all about kindness. Have a listen. All day long, everyone in the whole wide world walks around carrying an invisible bucket. You can't see it, but it's there. You have a bucket. Each member of your family has a bucket. Your grandparents, friends and neighbours all have buckets. Everyone carries an invisible bucket. Your bucket has one purpose only. Its purpose is to hold your good thoughts and your good feelings about yourself. You feel happy and good when your bucket is full, and you feel sad and lonely when your bucket is empty. Other people feel the same way too. They're happy when their buckets are full, and they're sad when their buckets are empty. It's great to have a full bucket, and this is how it works. Other people can fill your bucket, and you can fill theirs. You can fill your own bucket too. So how do you fill a bucket? You fill a bucket when you show love to someone, when you say or do something kind, or even when you give someone a smile. That's being a bucket filler. A bucket filler is a loving, caring person who says and does nice things to make others feel special. When you treat others with kindness and respect, you fill their bucket. But you can also dip into a bucket and take out some good feelings. You dip into a bucket when you make fun of someone, when you say or do mean things, or even when you ignore someone. That's bucket dipping. Bullying is bucket dipping. When you hurt others, you dip into their bucket. You will dip into your own bucket too. Many people who dip have an empty bucket. They may think that they can fill their own bucket by dipping into someone else's, but that will never work. You never fill your own bucket when you dip into someone else's. But guess what? When you fill someone's bucket, you fill your own bucket too. You feel good when you help others feel good. All day long, we are either filling up or dipping into each other's buckets by what we say and what we do. Try to fill a bucket and see what happens. You love your mum and dad. Why not tell them you love them? You can even tell them why. Your caring words will fill their buckets with joy. Watch for smiles to light up their faces. You will feel like smiling too. A smile is a good clue that you have filled a bucket. If you practice, you'll become a great bucket filler. Just remember that everyone carries an invisible bucket and think of what you can say or do to fill it. Here are some ideas for you. You could smile and say hi to the bus driver. He has a bucket too. You could invite the new kid at school to play with you. You could write a thank you note to your teacher. You could tell your grandpa that you like spending time with him. There are many ways to fill a bucket. Bucket filling is fun and easy to do. It doesn't matter how young or old you are. It doesn't cost money. It doesn't take much time. And remember, when you fill someone else's bucket, you fill your own bucket too. When you're a bucket filler, you make your home, your school, and your neighbourhood a better place for all. Bucket filling makes everyone feel good. So, why not decide to be a bucket filler today and every day? Just start each day by saying to yourself, I'm going to do something to fill someone's bucket today. And at the end of each day, ask yourself, did I fill a bucket today? Yes, I did. That's the life of a bucket filler. And that's you.
Let's take a look at the hula hooping, Miss Nick. I can't wait to see how you're getting on.
Let's go and look. It's so good to see Violet again, isn't it? Hi there, Violet. Oh, hello, Miss Nick. How are you doing? All right, thanks, Violet. What have you got in store for us today, Violet?
Well, I was taking a walk around your garden and I saw you washing on the line and it made me think of this really special breathing technique.
Ooh, inspired by the garden. How wonderful.
So, today's breathing is called Tumble Dryer Breathing.
Tumble dryer breathing?
That's right. I was inspired by your washing.
Fantastic. So what do we need to do then, Violet?
Well, what you gotta do is, as always, you gotta take a big inhale, breath in through your nose.
Right, we can do that now, can't we?
Then, when you have your really long blowing out through your mouth, I want you to put both hands close to your mouth, in front of your mouth, with your fingers pointing, and twirl them around in a cylinder kind of motion, pretending to be the tumble dryer.
Ooh, fantastic. Shall we have a go at that?
That's right, Miss Nick. You show the children what to do.
Okay, I'm going to put Violet down on my lap here. There you go, Violet. So our fingers need to go in front of our mouths and we're going to take a breath in through our noses, like that. And then when we breathe out, we're going to twirl our fingers round like a tumble dryer, and you'll be able to feel your breath on your fingers as well. Are you ready? Shall we have a go? So in through our noses and then out through our mouths like a tumble dryer, and again and out and again. That was good, wasn't it? Being just like a tumble dryer. I enjoyed that. Violet, do you know what? That felt quite nice on my fingertips, and it was nice to feel my long, deep breath out on my fingertips. That's what I thought, Miss Nicholson. It's really nice, and then you know you're doing it properly, don't you? Because you can feel your out breath on your fingers. Wowzers, that was good. I'm going to do that more often, I think. Thank you, Violet, for showing us that strategy today. It was really wonderful.
You're very welcome. Have a great day, everyone.
Thanks, Violet. Ooh, it's time for the Would You Rather question, Blue. Today's question is, would you rather ski in the snow or surf in the sea in the sunshine? It's a good one, isn't it? What would you reckon?
Well, Miss Nick, it's gotta be about the ocean. I just want to get out surfing in the sunshine. That's what I want to do.
I wonder what you'd rather do. We've got time for one more thing before we say goodbye today, and that's our joke. And today's joke is, what was the first animal to go into space? Have a think about that. What do you reckon, Blue?
Well, I don't know. What was the first animal to go into space, Miss Nick?
The cow that jumped over the moon.
The cow that jumped over the moon from the nursery rhyme, yeah?
That's right. Well, that is all we've got time for now, and we'll see you again really soon. Are you ready to say goodbye, Blue? Okay. Hoi Val, friendly eye.